So I'm going to make a web page, and this is for my Global Citizenship Challenge, focusing on inequality, poverty, and nutrition. Now, a web page can be used to present all sorts of ideas, but the format is always very similar. In this particular example, I've decided to create a personal profile about Marcus Rashford, who successfully campaigned for free school meals.
What I'm going to do is go to the plus in the top left and then scroll down to web page. Now that that's open, I'm going to just do a title here. So I'll just call it Marcus Rashford, and then I'll put my name in as well. Okay, now you want to put a header image in. Now there's different ways you can do your header. You can do a short cover, you can do a split layout, or you can just do a great big photo. And that's what I like to do. So I'm going to click photo here. Now what you'll see in my doc here is that I've got a couple of photos which I've downloaded. They were Creative Commons, so they mean I can use them, but I need to give credit for that work, and I'll do that at the end. But the first one is something I've saved on my computer, and it is the mural that somebody did in Manchester of Marcus Rashford. So let's go there, and here we go. So click one, open it up, and it'll pop in there. Now you can move this header text around if you really want. There you go, gives more exposure to the photo itself. I'm happy with that. And then it says down here, scroll to start writing your story. So let me scroll down. First of all, I'm going to put in some text like an introduction section. So if I go here, I'll just grab this first bit, which is who is your hero? And I've chosen him, and then I'll pop in that text, but it's quite small at the moment. I want to give it a little bit more impact. So I'm going to select it, and then I might choose something like header 2, and that's a bit bigger, or even header 1. Depends on what you think. Now to add another section, I'm going to press the plus here. I'm going to go to split layout. Now this time, this section is tell us about their early life. So let me just grab that section there, add it in as text. Now, things that you can do here. So I want to highlight this section here. It's from a working class family. Mother was a single parent, had to work multiple jobs. What an incredible story that is. So I'm going to cut that and then press return. Gives me a space in the middle. Press the plus. Go to text again, paste that text in, and then what I can do is I can highlight it. That makes it stand out, make sure that people focus on that and they read it properly. Okay, now on the left-hand side, I've got to choose an image. So here it says he was born and raised in Manchester. So let's find a picture of Manchester, and let's choose something that seems to be iconic of Manchester. That one looks great to me. Now, if you want to change the focal point to these images, it's a very easy solution to do that. You can just click the photo, go to focal point, and then if you want to focus on the right hand side, maybe where that kind of cyclist is, you can press save, and then it brings that more into focus. Now I'm going to scroll down again, and then I'm going to choose split layout again. Now you'll see that the image now, instead of it being on the left hand side, is on the right hand side. So that's a good bit of formatting there. Now the next bit is what are their most notable achievements, and what I'll do is I'll take this. I'm going to split it up into 2 sections, I think. So let me take this. And I'm also going to take the title as well, just to show you what kind of things you can do with titles if you want to make titles for different sections. So here I could change this to header 2, for example, gives it a little bit more importance on that. Now, one thing that you can do here is you can get things like videos. So I found this video on the match that made Marcus Rashford. So I'm going to go back into my Express page, press the plus, go to video. And here, all I need to do is just put in the link and click save, and immediately it embeds the video there for me. So for the image on the right-hand side, again, I'm going to add my image. This time I'm going to upload my photo, put that in. Again, if you want to change the focal point, just click on the image and go for it. And then I'm going to scroll down here, and again, I'm going to do a split layout. Now it's time to get the second half of this notable achievements section. Put it in here. And again, I can do things like, well, in fact, what I can do is just press return here and then return here, either side of this bit that I want to highlight, grab that and then turn it into the quote function. On the left-hand side, upload a photo again, and it's going to be this one. There we go. Now, for the last 2 sections, I've got 2 sections here. Let me grab the first one. I'm going to put them into a glide show. So let me select glide show. Now you've got to add a couple of photos here. So the first bit is going to be on something like school dinners, because that was one of the big campaigns that he went for. So let me try and find something which is going to be relevant here. That one looks great. And then for my next section, it's talking about him getting an MBE. So let me just search for something like medal. That's one of the things that happens when you get your MBE. That one looks good to me. It's a generic medal, but that'll be fine. And then I'm going to click save. And now this is where I can start to put in my text. You can change where these boxes sit by dragging them. That one goes into the middle or on the right-hand side, but actually I think I want to keep it on the left, so I will keep it there. Again, you can put things like titles in there. So let me grab that one and show you how to do that. You just click the plus, put it in as text, and then change the format of it. So I'm going to change this one to header 2. Keep the consistency of your design. So my titles, both of them are going to be header 2. And then I'll scroll down. You can see that it kind of dissolves from one photo to another, which I really like. Again, I could move, maybe I will move this one into the center, in fact. And then I'll get this second section here. And then I'll put it in there. Okay, now, other things that you can do. Now, I want to give people a place where they can read more about Marcus Rashford's MBE. So I've got this news article from ESPN. I'm going to copy that link at the top, go back to my page, press the plus, go to a button, and then I'll put Marcus's MBE, paste in the URL for that, and I'm going to center the button so it stays nice and aligned. And there you go. That's how you create a web page. Now, to check your work, you can go all the way back to the top. You can press present, and then you can scroll through using your arrows just by going from section to section. There's my first one, introduction section, split layout where you've got a photo on one side, text on another. I've used some formatting there to make it stand out. I've got my video embedded. You can click that and it will open up without you having to leave the page. Then you go to your next section, and then you go into the glide show, and the text boxes just come on. You've got your title there in a different format to the text itself, and then it glides into his MBE where we've got a button you can click, take you to a different page. To change the look and feel of these pages, you can go over to themes and choose different themes. Now, if I choose something like Trek's a good one. You'll see that things like text formatting changes, how things are used in highlighted pieces of text. And when you're happy with your work, you can press share, publish and share link. Now, this is where you're going to start putting things like photo credits in there. So in here, what I want to do is I've got a couple of photos which I've used already, stock photos, and the credits are in there. But I also want to put in the credits for the 3 photos that I downloaded on the Creative Commons license. So let me highlight those, copy them, go back to this section here. I'll scroll down to the bottom and then just paste it in there. Once it's done, you press create link, and then I can share it via Microsoft Teams, Google Classroom, or just press copy. And if I put that into another tab in my browser, there you go. You've got your very own live web page or web presentation.